Onwards. Onwards.
The Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. It's getting late. As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, as he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive?
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched.
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, living in the mountains for long stretches of time. So it all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Gather around now, people. You're in for the... Shh.
I'll see you there.
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Behold Hongzhen in its entirety. Next to a ring. Oh, I see. I see I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow. Whoa, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning? But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Makes sense.
What do you want? Huh? Oh, you're just asking for direct? Wait, you were the... If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman. Haven't you heard? She left her I heard she chose to quit her job. Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop at no... Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her... I say you're underestimating. I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou. She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate and ruining her. I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look... Oh, shoot. I completely forgot about something.
Huh? How did she
Well, you've come to the right
Next door ring and hanging eaves.
Oh, it's on the northeast side of the town. Can't...
Say, that person earlier. I can't help but feel envious. I wish I could speak to her like you did. As Master Xuanmiao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics. Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Xinyi for... How could anyone not revere such a... I could have sworn I just saw her.
What can I help you with? When snow thaw into streams? Legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago. Back then, local people say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if... Well, it's what Grandpa Zoe tells everyone. Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Really? So you're in... Grandpa Zoe's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hongzhen. He grew up. People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zoe, it's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hongzhen, especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. Time truly is...
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli? Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say. Now that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How you like? The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou, with the chaos subsiding, our town, we owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen, and I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around.
Xinyi and Changli have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xinyi instead.
I see. Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her personality. I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded. When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as the rumors and controversies surround. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand about the riddle. But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants. If there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please do not.
Onwards.
A ring, she wrote.
Wow!
Next hanging eaves.
It does look quiet.
That must be the place then. I'll get going.
Apologies for my delay. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh?
Those tokens from Jinxi.
So, sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then. Still, I owe you an apology. This time, I just wanted to... I am very grateful you decided to... Apologies for giving you that I merely have a few questions. Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover? I see. There is a local tale about the secret of immortality. Yes, I have a slightly different version of this tale to share. Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met one day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became... The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret. Yes and no. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. But that's how old tales go. Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lie... From what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament... Yes, but our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my so I am presenting this as... I am planning to go find that record. Could you please... Thank you for lending me a hand. Splendid. Very well. Let's meet on the gallery. I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later.
Onwards. This is so much fun! Going against wind. Imitation.
Rover. Well, as the notes only provided a vague idea of where the game... We'll be heading there. After dealing with those artificers, but one can only do so much. How relaxed. Then...
Changli, what is it?
Nothing, Rover. You seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our Sentinel. Every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Changli?
We can see the whole of Hongzhen from here. I never noticed how beautiful it looked. It's the same place as always. I suppose... I don't know. Maybe it's because...
Wait! No, there's more. Tacit discords smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequency. Come on! After all we've been through, you still...
Rover? Did something happen? It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be?
This is so much fun!
Signs of climbing.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much.
Please stand back.
Thanks for your help. I'm okay. You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also And Lady Changli, I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I can't die here. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public... Sir, could you please
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend. I've only been in the mountain for half a day. I must get back. Fuling. She's still waiting for me.
It seems he is still hiding something from us. He needs to go back to Hongzhen for proper medical attention. Agreed. The appearance of tacit discords is indeed a... On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from... Then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
Woolies, let's race!
Isn't that Wuli? Not really. He showed up in town and started...
The secret of...
Oh, he really went up the mountain.
No.
Sir.
I'm not sure. There are lots of other people in town.
His companions? Sorry.
His gear, though? These are last year's designs.
Yoning's just up ahead. Whoa! How may I help you today, Lady Changli?
We found him on Mount
Isn't this Wuli? He's one of the Pioneer Association's explorers, but we don't see him around. I remember he went on sabbatical months ago. And yes, Fuling, his girlfriend. I think they're... Oh, Fuling asked us. Speaking of, is he really okay? Perhaps we should...
No, I'm not going.
Don't worry. We'll...
Forgive me. Wooly?
Breathe.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Who are you? And yes, I am.
Fuling.
Wooly, you're hurt.
Great news, Fuling. I found a way to slow down your illness.
You mean that legend?
Fuling.
No, I am. Wuli! Thank you, Rover, Lady Changli. May I please ask, what on earth happened? So...
Was that...
No. It's not unusual for Wuli to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. This time, Wuli, I used to work as a landscape painter. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip, but he disappeared for 7 days.
Mount Firmament's
Yes. Wuli told me that he's researched and found it cannot fully cure me. At first I thought it was just a myth. But then you brought up how he only... Those were my thoughts as well.
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. Little did he know it would only put him in more danger.
So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care. Then, if this... Rover, Lady Changli, please.
He truly thinks it's the only...
Freezing my own time. Dreams always come to an end. I'm okay. I'm just a little tired. Once Wuli wakes up...
If you have any other idea, but if you keep it all to yourself...
Yes,
Rover, things are taking a turn. We should probably...
Onwards. Onwards. Onwards.
What brings you here at this time of the day? I see. Stranger, there are several questionable details.
What do you make of Fuling's words from earlier, Rover? He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been 7. After Jinxi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Ranger. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good Precisely. Yet, Fuling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firm. He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow made lies that are most challenging to detect. The Explorer wanted to save his friend. I've become rather curious about the truth behind... Did you notice something, Rover? For someone with a terminal illness, maybe she's come to terms with her destiny.
Changli?
Well, please, Pop. I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is...
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have...
Exactly. If this were... The Explorer did not tell us about it, but his knowledge of Mount Firmament...
You mean... Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances.
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go... We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the temporal disruption. It may get dangerous. Well then, thank you, Rover.
Thank you again for your help. You were supposed to be here for a relaxed... Do take extra caution.
This is so much fun!
Now it has become quite clear. I had my speculation. Fuling has come to terms with her impending death. She doesn't buy. If Wuli wants to reach that so-called paradise, that is not what she wants for him. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to... She hasn't given up, but rather... Is that how you see me? Let's stay focused on the issue. While it's no coincidence. All the clues point to a correlation between the Yes. Information on the actual... I guess our old friend. They went to great lengths just to lead us. According to the information in my... The place we're looking for...
Woolies, let's race!
Is that?
The chaotic temporal disruptions are even clearer to see.
Onwards.
Traces of excavation on the ground.
This is... The abnormal time flow here is most likely
Marvelous play. True. Never had I imagined I'd experience such a great game of Weiqi. Please, no need to be so modest.
This is... my master's. Who do you think the other
It has been decades. Well, turns out I had already met you all those years. So you remember a new city is about to be established. I may have spoken out of turn. Every move in Weiqi is fluid and unpredictable. My clan are a group of hermits. Oh, but you, my friend, chose to... Oh, please don't feel sad for me. When the time comes, the one will do my plan. There's no need for concern. The results of this game. The road ahead is long.
You've come this far and followed us here.
Don't assume you'll always be in control, Chung.
Our friendly chat is over. It's time to...
The Sonoro sphere is open! Go! Sorry. Jue's formidable time-bending abilities at their peak.
Do you really want to chase after...
So what? Wouldn't it be a sight? Anyway, Rover, you are indeed very special. As the Excellency Fort...
An unfamiliar space. No sign of the Fractisidus.
No! Don't come any closer! I'm fine. It's my forte. I'm used to it. You... stay away from me. Oh, you'll get burned. This village was attacked by tacit discords. Why did you come here? No one but the exiles are... Are you a bad person? That's what all bad people say. Whatever you're looking for. When I'm here, no one's afraid of me, and I won't hurt anyone. Anyway, you should hurry up and leave. It's not safe for you to be here.
Mirages in a Sonoro sphere shouldn't be able to hold a conversation like this.
Huh? Why did you stop talking? Are you lost? I can take you somewhere safe. I know a shortcut that leads to a safer village. Oh. Thank you. Was there something like this here before?
These mechanisms. They need to be unlocked from both sides at once.
Okay, let's each handle one side. I'll go over there. It's open! We'll be safe once we get out of here. This place seems a bit different from what I remember. These are... Why? Don't worry. My fort... Imitation. Going against wind. Tacit discords. Watch out. Okay, don't worry.
Woolies, let's race!
The village I lived in got destroyed by... They hid me in a safe basement. While everyone else died or when I came out. Now, I must get to some... Okay.
Woolies, let's race!
More tacit discords. I'll handle them.
Okay. Take care. Stay true to life.
Is this...
Yes. And those...
It might look kind of scary. Of course. I'm a resonator too, you know. Nothing's brighter and warmer than fire. That's because the resonator who taught me about my fortes, they also said a lot of things I couldn't understand. But if I don't use my forte, what's the point of living a longer life if I want to live? I want to have good control of my power. And then... Yes. According to the village teacher, but I've still got lots to learn. Thank you. I want to become as strong as... What a strange place. It's supposed to look familiar, but there are so many things I've never seen before. This door... I don't know why, but I keep getting the feeling that I've been here before. It's so weird. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find something.
This is so much fun!
This is...
A mirage of the past. This place. These are my memories, recreated inside this Sonoro sphere. As I stepped inside, both Rover and the Fractisidus, a Sonoro sphere affected by temporal disruption. Did he do this to me? I should be careful. Whatever the case,
This is so much fun!
I'm starving. Oh, this thing. Oh. If I I burn it a bit with my fire. I can eat it, I guess?
It's always covered in burns.
Make it fast. Take 4.
This place.
The spaces are a...
Please,
My dear,
I am...
you misunderstood my intentions. When I sought shelter...
But you told me.
Well now,
I've heard Master Xuanmiao is a wise hermit guru who helps people. I want to live. Learn to control my power.
do you know?
I think... I...
Such a fearful power. If not used wisely, it may... I can teach you how to control your power, but in this world of ups and downs, if you long for a peaceful and prosperous world, you must utilize your own intellect to choose. Come over, child. You bear the powers of flame manipulation, a phoenix born from fire, one that shall bring peace to this world. From this day on, your name will be Changli.
Do you have to go?
My time in this world is up.
Are you going to a dangerous place alone?
Oh, it's not your turn to go there. But the price you pay for forcefully employing your...
Yes.
Remember what I have taught you. Ponder carefully.
Changli will remember your teachings by... But Master...
When the time comes, you need only use your... She is the only one. This way.
I believe this Weiqi board. The end of the Sonoro.
I guess this is another riddle from my master.
think I'm remembering some. I've been looking for something for long. I don't know. But I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Everything looks so different from. And why do you look so familiar? We've never met before. Huh?
We might be able to open that door with it. What will we find behind that door?
Yeah. I hope so.
This is so much fun!
A scheme be grander than naught. Vanquish malevolence in its nascent guise.
Master?
Changli, you have done well. Now that you have found the answers you seek, it is time to begin your journey. From this moment on, the choices you make and the plans you lay out, they will all lead to that future.
Changli. Sorry I kept you waiting.
This place! It's a trap! They played us!
Don't worry. This game is almost over. Can you feel it? It's warm. Doesn't hurt at all. See?
all we've been waiting to see.
Fuling.
It's over.
Did you find what you were looking for? Thank you for your help. The Midnight Rangers have successfully apprehended all remaining Fractisidus members in the mountains. I lost all contact with you during this whole time. Temporal disruption, hidden inside of... I never thought the solution would be to burn down... You went too far back there, Changli.
I know my limit.
Rover. Lady Changli.
Wuli is fine now. After all, it's been almost 5.
I never properly thanked you for bringing me back to Hongzhen.
No need for that. The Fractisidus had their eyes on the same thing we did.
We will never forget how you saved us.
As for the truth behind the soap, I had a gut feeling it would turn out to be a disappointment. But this isn't the first time this has happened. I've talked about it with Fuling.
Until the day when I can no longer hold a pen. I've already... My eventual departure may be unavoidable, but I want to give it my all until the very end.
I know you have already looked past death, but remember, there are people who can...
Yes, I understand. We could stay together a little longer.
Of course, Fuling.
It's not time to be sad yet, is it? I've compiled a list of renowned doctors in Huanglong. They're...
Lady Changli,
No need. If you're feeling generous and want to repay me, I hope to see Fuling's work in the next issue of Artists of Huanglong. Everyone's been missing seeing their favorite landscape artists work lately. Are you surprised? Well, now I'm curious. What kind of a person do you? Now that the situation has been resolved, after going through so much, you must be exhausted. Me? Well, I think Lady Xinyi... Well, it wouldn't...
It's getting late. Maybe we should wait until we get back to discuss anything else.
Two days have passed since Changli told me she and Xinyi would handle the aftermath. I wonder how she's doing.
Are you worried? Let's just go ask her then.
I don't know.
Wuli, let's race!
Greetings. We're almost done dealing with the aftermath of the previous incident. They wanted to get their hands on the temporal program from the legend of the Weiqi game. Changli recounted to us that a Fractisidus overseer had entered the Sonoro. I've put together a thorough report for City Hall. We parted 2 days ago on the coast. Perhaps she's just taking some time to rest and recover. Changli knew you'd be worried. Meet her at the Pavillion on Mount Firmament. She also said,
Take 4. This is so much fun! Imitation. Listen up. Photosynthesis. This is so much fun! Roll for me.
How are you feeling, Rover? Well rested, I hope. Aw, can't you see I'm perfectly fine? Sitting... Don't worry, Rover. We're only having a casual conversation today. Besides, you only agreed to join me here for more quests. Oh, is that so? Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them. Indeed, those memories... Yes, that's all in the past. Just a little homeless girl with no name. I never thought we could make new memories in the Sonoro sphere, where only the past, a moment of companionship and protection. I can sense your unspoken question. What I told you there was true. But also, if you really are the legendary person who we mortals come and go. Our lives are full of meetings. I see. Perhaps this is why it's so hard to... Then, would you be willing to finish that game of Weiqi with me instead? The young orphan girl carried on. Everywhere she looked, tragedies rampant. As lament engulfed the globe, a world torn by monsters, filled with homeless souls. With her own blood as fire, she drove away the cold. And her master said, "In this tumultuous world, lives are fragile as mayflies." She couldn't exhaust herself to save those before her. But she must endure to ignite a brighter tomorrow. She wielded her wits to evade harm, treading on knives with care. Alone, yet maturing through stumbles. Later on, she became someone else's teacher. She taught the future leader this: to guide conscience and secure prosperity for the people, to continue lost teachings of past sages and establish peace for all. I will be the torchbearer, for one person can't rid the world of chaos alone. One day, a future of prosperity and lasting peace will arrive.